some of the budgetary highlights. They work on their strategic plan is what drives their budget, and it seems the last strategic plan was in 2017, and it covers that until 2015 or 2007 to 2015, so it's about a 9-year cycle, which seems a little long to me. I'll get into that later. They want to increase enrollment to boost their income, and that also will serve more students. They have one central budget, then they have auxiliary budgets for each campus. They want to utilize the state M&O budget allocation methodology. And briefly, the highlights of the state M&O budget allocation methodology. The first focus is faculty and staff, then they work on facilities, then community ed and workforce development. Then they go to special assistance, which in this case is people that can't see well, helping them. Human resources, then they have a bunch of reserve funds that they put money into just to augment budgets. They want to increase college-wide awards. Then they do some divisional calculations and distribute some money to the different divisions. And finally, they do campus calculations and distribute money to each campus. Some of the changes I propose. As I said before, a 9-year cycle is too long. I feel that they should be reviewing their budget every 2 years and make it system-wide. They need to enhance programs to increase enrollment. According to measuring success, actually higher tuition equates to more financial aid and not fewer students. More outreach to local schools, both high schools and to draw new students, and also to the colleges in the area for transfer reasons. And then I think they should transform the budget into a divisional budget. It would remove some of the emphasis on the central and campus aspects. I don't know that I don't think that focusing on the campuses, they have a very hard focus on campuses. They actually, in part of their budget, part of their proposed budget, they want to add like commons at every campus that are unique. And it's to me that's a little frivolous. I don't. Campus life is a big part of college. However, this is a 2-year college, and I think they could be a little more uniformed in their approach and make everybody feel part of the larger community. Student growth. They should grow their current holdings. I don't think they should add new campuses. I think they should renovate and remodel the sites they already have. And then they should also go out and find alternative venues. They can also, along with that, extend the Learning Institute, the Extended Learning Institute, which is their online area, and work more on continuing education. That's actually one of the focuses they want to work with too, but I think that's a good idea. And then have the divisional splits rather than campus splits. So the money would go to separate divisions and make each campus part of a larger community rather than a separate entity. Some of the benefits of doing this would be by working divisionally, they would be sharing the quality faculty. It's not a terribly large area, so these schools are not far apart. The instructors would be able to move from campus to campus and and teach. It would reduce some overhead because you're not working. You would be able to you wouldn't be duplicating instruction from campus to campus as much. It would give them more community exposure by going out and and finding auxiliary sites or working with businesses to do trainings for a specific industry. They would gain great community exposure, and that would also give them some really nice opportunities for community and business partnerships. The oversight would be a management information system, and some of the inputs would be sources of revenue, state and local allocations, salaries, benefits, and wages, faculty, facility upkeep, renovation and maintenance, and programmatic inputs. The outputs would be divisional statistics, programmatic statistics, student data, and financial data. The new MIS should mirror the school's calendar rather than working on any kind of different cycle. And I believe it should be run out of NOVA's Office of Institutional Research Data, since it's so data heavy, and that should be second nature for them to crunch the numbers. I propose bi-monthly reports and cohort reports on the classes going through. Here's some of the changes that I'm proposing for the budget allocation. It's an average of a 10% growth. You can see there, I'll get into the numbers in a second, but there are a few areas. Transfer payments are going to stay about the same, and continuing charges should stay about the same. Equipment is down there. Continuing ed workforce, we're actually adding to that, and salaries, because we're adding some adjuncts, salaries are going up. So currently the budgets are around 14,108,660 for administrative. Grow that to 14,531,920, and it's not quite a 10% jump. We're saving some money by making the divisional changes. Classified salaries, and I actually have to say I don't know what classified salaries necessarily are. However, they seem fairly high, but I'm assuming they're necessary, so we're doing just a 10% increase there. Teacher salaries are 43,000. We're increasing those to 47. And other salaries, 5.1 to 5.6 roughly. And benefits are jumping at the same rate, 31 to 34. Wages, 4.9 to 5.3. Student wages, we're actually proposing adding a few student workers, 179 to 206,000. And then adjunct salaries, 31 to 35.